Blah.
Hey there everybody, I am here with the delicate flower, Carrie Kerning, the current reigning Miss Barracuda 2016.
That's me, just a little rose here.
But she's not as delicate as you would think. Why don't you take a look real quick?
Kind of blossoming into my womanhood. I go through a trainer bra every week, I just keep getting bigger.
I guess I'm a late bloomer. So, Carrie is one of the stars in a new film they're premiering at NewFest tomorrow, Wednesday the 15th at the Center, Kings, Queens, and In Between. NewFest is inviting viewers into a conversation about the distinct and important differences between gender, sex, and sexuality. So how did you get involved with this film?
Well, before I was New York's leading broad-shouldered prop comic, I started drag in Columbus, Ohio, and that's where the documentary was shot. So there's a great group of drag performers, kings, queens, trans people, burlesque people, and they're all in the film. It's a really diverse, great scene.
Now, was this about like one particular bar or the whole scene? Where were you guys performing?
So Columbus is the weirdest little city because there's so much drag, and I'm like gonna eye roll as I say that because it's like too much, but it's great. And so there's like 3 or 4, 5, 6 at any given point bars, and more drag than you can shake a stick at. So it's kind of showing this really diverse, great scene in an unexpected place, and using that as a lens to talk about sexuality, sex, gender, all those good things.
Is there like a gayborhood in Columbus, or is it just kind of like bars scattered around the short north?
It's the gayborhood. The short north is the gayborhood. It is an intense gay mecca. It's gonna give you enough gay for a lifetime.
See, I remember it being really bro-y when I went there.
Well, it's those Abercrombie gays. Oh. You know, like the blonde, shirtless Abercrombie gays. So they look bro until you start talking to them. They're like, "Hey, girls." So.
Oh, that'd be me. I actually used to go to Columbus for like 10 days at a time to do e-commerce for Hollister.
I recognized you from when I went shopping.
Yeah.
You were the one my mother said, "Don't look at that. Don't look at that. We're going to the other store."
They actually would like Photoshop out the tattoos and all that other stuff. So like, there's a picture of me pretty much just from like here down.
This is the part of
they put on all the bags, and then they just like Photoshop this out. So like, there's not any way to tell whether it's me, but I was totally on a bag back in the day.
You're like, I recognize the right nipple. That is me.
Right nipple. Right there. Speaking of things that we did in the past, do you ever look at like
I'm getting nervous.
Do you ever look at like yearbooks and things from when you were younger and just think like, what the hell was I thinking? So this documentary was actually shot in like 2012. How has your drag game improved, and what would you tell yourself back in the day when they were making this documentary?
Well, you see this very statuesque adult woman right now. You're gonna see a chunky gay boy in the movie, and he has the gayest haircut. You know when you first come out and you're like, I'm gonna look cute, and you're like, I just want streaks and a bang and a thing in the back, and then maybe write my name on the side. It's
You did all of those things at once?
Well, you know, from the right angle, it's all there, but it's just very homosexual. I look back, I'm like, good for you. I'm glad you were brave enough to do that.
So you were all about it. You would just be cheerleading it. You wouldn't be like, that maybe doesn't work.
Well, I don't know if I was brave or stupid. I'm going to say the latter, but I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I don't have to do it and that I have done it in the past, you know?
We're going to go ahead and do a side-by-side of the photos of
Yeah, I'm like this very moderate, normal haircut I have right now, you know? It's a sensible, everyday wear.
Well, what about like drag tricks? Like, what would you like? How were your brows? How was your what's your wig game like? Were you even tucking then? Like, what level of amateur were you at versus now?
Oh, I would go real intense on things that didn't need to be very intense. I duct taped my titties so that it looked like I had real boobs. And I remember it's in the film. You can see me, and I've got this nice cleavage. And afterwards, I ripped it off. And I broke every blood vessel all down the side, so it's black and blue for a week.
Whoa.
And looking at the film, not worth it. Not worth it. It looked good, but not that good.
Did you go to the Buckeyes games like dressed?
Oh my God. I told you, homosexual haircut. I was not at the Buckeyes games, but I support everyone who chooses that lifestyle.
So Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens will be premiering. Hey, he says shoots again.
He's having a stroke, but it's real cute. Keep filming.
Listen, no one's making toast.
Lost my sense of smell years ago, honey.
So Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens is premiering at NewFest, New York City's premier LGBTQI. Am I forgetting any letters?
I feel like we should just keep adding, and eventually when this posts, they'll have things for them.
QIZBT Festival. So this is Carrie's first time here with us on the show. And I guess you probably don't know this, but we end every single show with a photo shoot.
But you know what? Only one of us is allowed to have clothes on, and you don't want to see what's on under this, so we're just gonna have to take this off. This is my favorite part!